What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? I'm coming right back at you. I told y'all. The previous video I did, if you check it out, is basically like a part one to what's going on right now. This is like part two, right? So as you can see, Navy Fed. I got that 10K approval on a credit card with them. I told y'all the power of a credit union. I'm telling you, this is what I do, right? Like personally, I'm just getting into it for myself. But as a business loan broker, as someone who specializes in alternative lending for these businesses, this is the exact route we go. Businesses come to us because they go to the retail banks first. They go to the Chase, the Bank of America's, people who they had relationships with for years, and they ask them, hey, especially in a time like this right now, how can I get emergency loans? You know, what's my funding options? What's my startup options if I want to start another business or a new business, right? And what does Chase, Bank of America, TD Bank, we'll do all of them, say, unless you have 100,000 a month in revenue coming in, unless you have at least 8 to 10 years in business, unless you have at least an 800 credit score, 700 credit score, we can't deal with you. And we all know, what is the number one reason businesses fail? Lack of funding. It's just that simple. So where do they go? We reach out. We say, hey, listen, we have relationships with these small banks. Come to us, way less stringent, way easier approvals, way easier, way smaller criteria. My first deal was a startup who wanted to start her trucking company. She couldn't go to a retail bank that she was with for years. She came to me. I had a relationship with a small bank. I brokered the deal. She got around, I think, 150K to start her trucking business. It's that simple, guys. But on a personal level now, for me, I went to Navy Fed, got the 10K approval. Now, if we rewind a couple days, just a couple days ago, I'm with Chase. That's who I had a relationship with them for almost 5 years now. That's my first bank. I never had a credit card with them, just strictly checking and savings. A few days ago, I applied for Chase Freedom Unlimited. I got denied. I was over the 524 rule because I had a few trade lines that I opened up a few months ago. And keep in mind, I did this to try to help me because, you know, I lowered my utilization down a lot, but keep in mind, it's new accounts. So now I'm over the 524. And I have more inquiries. Man, I'm telling you, once you understand the difference between the small bank and these retail banks and the different advantages and disadvantages of both, you can maneuver yourself around the game, especially in a time like this, though. I'm about to apply for PenFed next. And if you also backdate a few days ago, AMEX, American Express, I had a relationship with them for about 3 years. I have the Everyday Blue card with them. Apply for them, they told me to, apply for in another 30 days. But there's a difference between not getting any money, zero, zilch, and something like 10K. Navy Fed could have gave me, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. My highest credit limit to this point was $1,500. And they gave me 10K off the bat. I just got in through a family member. I literally just got in a few days ago with Navy Fed. And here they go. Oh, right off the bat, give me a 10K. But that's the power of a credit union. Credit unions are dependent and stringent upon relationships. You can call them 24/7. They care about why you want to get a loan. Why do you need funding? Why do you want to get a credit card? Thank you for banking with us, etc., etc. These big banks don't care about you. Look at my situation. They don't care about you. And to each his own, right? Because if you have the right credit and things like that, of course you can get, multiple approvals, no matter where you go. But for me, for the average person, and keep in mind, my FICO score right now is a 690. It was a 695. Actually went down when I applied for the Unlimited, Freedom Unlimited. It went down to 691. But on Credit Karma, the Advantage scores is like 750 and 735. So all I'm saying is try to understand the differences between the credit union, the small banks, and the retail banks. You'll be so much way. You'll be way better off. I'm telling you. I preached this to y'all before, even before the previous videos. These credit unions, these small banks is going to be prime when it comes to interest rates on mortgages, auto loans, credit cards, personal loans, business loans. And then you can work your way up. Unless you have the high tier credit, you can just, you can maneuver, both at the same time. So it is what it is, man. So continue to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that share. Well, smash that like button. Continue to like and subscribe. Hit that bell for the notifications. That's what I really want to say. All right? Let's keep growing. I appreciate all the subscribers coming through. My name is Everything by John because as you can see from the content, I talk about everything when it comes to credit, business, alternative lending, news, media, everything. I'm here. I'm going to talk about what they don't want to talk about. Let's keep it growing. I'm trying to get that 4,000 watch hours though. I'm trying to get those 1,000 subscribers. I actually looked up my channel analytics, and it's actually not looking too bad. I'm actually at like around 600 watch hours for the year. So it's not bad. It's actually looking like this might be possible, but gotta keep putting in that work and just keep doing what I'm doing. Because for the most part, everything I'm preaching about, I'm talking about, I'm actually doing. If you look at the previous video again, all the steps I told you about is actually what I did. It's no fluff. Right? You see the proof. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace, love, and soul.